Welcome back to Project Lewis Hamilton, 8-time champion of the world, where we have new upgrades for this Mercedes tractor that will hopefully elevate us from P4 and 14 points to hopefully getting a 1-2 in Australia. That is absolutely not going to happen because Red Bull are monsters, but I reckon it's going to be possible that we can maybe challenge for a podium here, provided other teams haven't brought too much. We have got 4 new upgrades to the car, so hopefully as we head into this weekend we will see them making a difference to our pace. Australia, of course, you could argue Mercedes were one good red flag restart away from winning the race, but alas, it's not to be for them that day. Hopefully we can change that. Let's simulate practice 1 and see what the pace is saying. Oh dear, okay, well that's not exactly where I was hoping. Well, Lewis is on mediums, so I presume that's going to be quicker eventually, yes. Oh goodness me, okay. To be fair, they're also not familiar with the car parts, so, you know, it's understandable that it's going to take a bit of time to get used to the new setups of the car. Hamilton 5th, that's what I like to see on hards. Low key, that's a very impressive lap time from Hamilton for hards. Russell mediums 11th is not ideal. Okay, so once again, I'll do as per. I will cut out FP3, I will practice with them, and I will show you guys the setup confidence at the end. I'll see you then. Well, I am very delighted to come back to you guys with this as the result. Lewis Hamilton finished FP3 second fastest. Russell, unfortunately, upon having to test numerous setups, actually retired due to a lack of fuel. He was crawling back and then just stopped, so he never got to set a truly representative lap time. Lewis, though, did 37 laps, the most of anyone in that practice, and both of them were very happy with their setups. Russell, I just tried to fine-tune deeply. Lewis got to 89%, Russell was in the 90s, but obviously I don't know, it's completely net. But I'm very happy. Lewis looked very quick, and I'm hoping
now
this quali session we can break top 5 and beat the Astons. Yeah, I mean, look at George's first setups, and the other one is there, so I think George will be very happy with his setup. Let's go to Q1 now. Here we go. What are we saying in terms of rain? We're looking like lap time is going to be best in a few laps, a few minutes rather, so I'm just going to wait it out a little bit. Verstappen's gone out. No, I'll send both of these guys out now. Let's do it. So Lewis, Piastri and Russell are all there. Oh, Hamilton's going to come across Gasly on his flying lap. That's really... and Stroll as well. This is going to be a terrible lap.
Stand the Delta.
Oh.
So call the car and we'll box.
Oh God, what an awful feature this is, that they just don't get out of the way.
Get the Delta negative, and we will box end of this lap.
Come on.
I'm going to have to just reconfigure it and send them out again. Neither of those lap times are good enough. Right. We're leading a train here, so Russell is going to get the tow. I want to see if the tow is going to be the way in the future quali sessions. Yeah, so it looks like Russell is significantly quicker.
Let's call the car.
Okay, I think we're happy with that. I don't think I'm going to send them out again.
Currently P4
But the Mercedes pace, this
Yeah,
pace
we're
is a
happy with
lot
that.
better. Let's say that much. This pace is a lot better. I'm just going to send the rest of Q1. I think we're going to be completely fine. Gasly is very low down there. That's interesting. But we're within a second of the pace, which we haven't been yet this season. Very, very nice job. Let's see, because Gasly's going to need to improve. His teammate is splitting us at the moment in P5. Gasly's down in P16. He's going to need to find more time. And I don't think he has. Unless he's gone for a double push. I don't think Gasly's found the time. Zhou out. Tsunoda out. We've ended the session. Gasly didn't go quicker. Gasly is out in P18. Wow. What a disaster. Sargent. The Williams look quick this weekend. Sargent in 10th. Sheesh. Okay, right. Here we go then, Q2. And this might be where I have to double push lap, I think. Run plan, double push. Tyres, new set, confirm, reconfigure for 2 flying laps. The double push. So, going to send them out now. Let's see what happens then. Double push. Oh, and this time we're going to come across Alonso on our fast lap. And Ocon. Okay, Hamilton, that's a good lap. Russell behind. Obviously. Now they're going again. Russell purple in the first sector. Very nice. But he's come across traffic again in the middle sector. Lewis is up again. He's gone double green. Russell's gone purple green. And he's come across traffic again, Russell. This is just not ideal. Lewis will have had to carve through this traffic as well. What's the time he's going to be? Lewis has crossed the line 3 tenths off Leclerc. That's good. That's a good lap. Russell. What's happening with him? P3. 1.1 off the pace. Disastrous last sector. But
It's currently P3.
very happy overall with that. We've got some pace now. We can fight. We can fight. Right. Cool the car, guys. Bring it in. We're quicker than Verstappen with Hamilton. That's nice. With Russell, I'm just going to then reconfigure for 1 lap. Tyres, I am just going to keep him on the same set. For Lewis, I probably don't need to go out again. I will just send him out the same tyres. Just I want to try it with Russell giving the slip. Why is it not liking that? Hello. Why are we not happy with this? Excuse me. Do I need an additional 1 lap? Fuel, apparently it's not liking 5k. Okay, well, I'll just add 1 more lap, 1 more bit of fuel then, sure. Okay. Right. So let's skip ahead towards the end of the session. Ocon has looked quick, you know. Perez is slowest. I've just seen that. That is very funny. We can get both of these drivers out ahead of Ocon, ahead of Stroll. This is very nice. Right, okay. So Hamilton is safe. Russell might be on the cusp, so Russell has to go again here. Oh, but he's come across hideous amounts of traffic again. Oh, Russell just can't catch a break with the
currently
traffic.
P7.
Look at the amount of cars. Right, well, Russell is going to be on danger then. But Norris is out, Albon out, Hulkenberg is finished.
So currently P2 at the moment.
Oh wow, yeah, look at this, it's just a huge
good lap,
traffic
Lewis.
jam, we're holding everyone up in
Yes,
a dog
box,
up
box.
here. This is,
Call the car.
this is disastrous at Melbourne.
Understood.
What on earth is happening? Piastri's out, Russell is safe, I'm pretty sure. Actually, not technically, but he probably will be. Come on, Sergeant. Yeah, at the moment he's knocking out Sainz in the Ferrari. What can Carlos Sainz do? His teammate was fastest in this session. Carlos Sainz makes it through at the expense of the Hasses. Sargent has made it through in the Williams. Incredible scenes. Russell makes it through as well. Very, very good. First time, I think, this season we've got both drivers through to Q3. And Fernando picked Lewis right at the end, which is a bit sad, but I don't mind. Right. Top 10 shootout time. I think this is just best we go for the same old double push lap. For the first run, and then quickly box, go again. Right, Russell is going out first and Lewis is coming out behind him for the ultimate tow. Let's see, what time can Lewis Hamilton produce? Don't you dare, Perez. Oh my goodness, Perez has come out. That's really annoying. Come on, Lewis, 1:19.1. I don't think that's going to be good enough. Yeah, I mean, we had traffic again, man. And we had traffic again on this lap. Perez. Oh, it's just disastrous. So Russell goes up. Hamilton doesn't. Hamilton doesn't improve. Russell's improved a lot. I mean, this top 10 is really close. Even Sargent is within 9/10 of Leclerc, the fastest man on the track.
So just confirming boxing and back into the garage.
Russell is not the one we need to be focusing on. We need Hamilton to be up there. The whole point of this series is to get Hamilton an 8th world title, not Russell to win. I mean, it's cool if Russell does win. It's still very cool, but, you know, I want Lewis Hamilton to win his 8th world championship. Come on. Come on, okay. Push, 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 get back in. Come on, right, this is going to be the quickest turnaround mankind has ever seen. Right, one flying lap, tyres, brand new softs. For some reason it doesn't like, so I have to put the one extra lap of fuel in. It'll be single flyer. Right, quickest turnaround ever. Oh, why has that not worked? Why has that not worked? Is that okay? Okay, we're good. Okay, crisis averted. Right, Russell, Hamilton, out they come for one last attempt at this. The slipstream is the way to go. Perez has got in our way again. Yep, we didn't improve. Brilliant, well done, Perez, you fat oaf. What a joke. Oh. That's a disaster. What a disaster. What a shambles from Perez. Getting in both of our laps. I mean, come on. How unlucky do we have to be? Well, okay, what's the strategy? We do have a new set of softs. So for George, I think we've got to be as punchy as possible. Lewis, I did like his pace on softs. I might try and be... I might try and do it the other way for this. Okay, I think I'm happy with that. Let's go to the race.
The fans here in Melbourne are all... Brace yourselves for the Australian Grand Prix. And it's lights out, and
I'm
away
not
we
seeing
go.
hard tyres being used. Lewis is going to need to go aggressive from the start,
Push.
else he is going to be he's sitting back. Right. Yep, he's already down to 10th. I mean, that is just not ideal. Russell obviously had a new set, as did Perez, of the softs. So they're going to really want to make use of them. They're going to go aggressive with him off the line. Hamilton has already been dropped. This is a disaster. Oh, this series is going to be harder than I thought. He's been overtaken by Albon. Oh, I just think the hards are the way. You can just push so much, and it means that he's going through pain now, but he'll be gaining later on in the race for sure. I mean, it's just I didn't intend on so many people starting softs. Yeah, I mean, Russell's just been dropped already as well. In fact, Ocon is just going to close him down, which is very, very sad. Lewis, you need to stay within DRS of Albon. You cannot afford to miss out DRS on Albon. I'm even going to set you to deploy, just so that you stay in the DRS here. Come on. If Lewis drops out of DRS of Albon, they are screwed. I can't push fuel anymore. Okay. He's not going to drop out of DRS now, I don't think. If he does, then he's a disgrace. Okay. He's fine. Right. Russell has just been overtaken by an Alpine on mediums. I mean, that's just brilliant, isn't it? I mean, come on, Russell. Russell's race pace is pretty shambolic on the whole. Right, he is pretty shambolic. Right, Hulkenberg on mediums. We do have... The Haas is very quick, to be fair, but really, we have the better car. Our cars should be fighting up for podium positions. Yes, Lewis. What a move.
Let's take a closer look. Now
Right.
this was at turn 3. It's certainly inviting.
What a move around the outside. Well done, Lewis. Right. Okay. Okay. Russell apparently tried to overtake Ocon and failed, the absolute bozo. Right, slightly concerning, we are probably going to get re-overtaken by the Haas. Yeah, we will definitely be re-overtaken down the main straight, which is a bit sad, but oh well. I will cut to... So VSC,
Okay.
VSC. Okay. We're going to
Driver looks
conserve.
okay.
And now we've had a crash.
What's happened? Who's happened? The Vries, obviously no longer in F1, but still in this game. Oh! Jesus. Okay.
Not much that the team can do
Well, that's
about
both
that.
of them out, isn't it? I mean, I'm amazed that's not anything more than a VSC. That's crazy.
VSC. Keep the delta positive.
Copy.
It's too early to bring anything in. De Vries 5-second time penalty, but I know for fat lot the use that's going to do. I mean, he's even finished this DNF his last, so you know. Well done FIA, give him a 5-second penalty, that's incredible, mate. Add it to his time at the end of the race as well, that will teach him. Well, it's a bit too early to do anything is my only issue. I mean, this has been a great chance to top up with fuel, save the tyre wear. He's out for a long time. I mean, it's almost like it should have been a safety car, but you know. Anyway, I will cut. The VSC will end soon, probably. I will cut to any good bit of action as Hamilton tries to approach Russell's pit window. It will be on the next lap. He's involved in a very heavy battle with Lance Stroll. I think this is where the true pace of the Mercedes actually is. I mean, we were screwed over by Perez twice, blocking us on our final flying laps. But I think this is where our pace truly is. So
box.
Yeah, stop.
With that being said, Hamilton has just been overtaken by Sainz, who has already pitted. Russell, this is to get to grips with the pace and where the car can be at the front. I'm now going to drop him off the push instructions. I'm just going to now tell him, you know what? You're fine. Just get into the pits. Have a good stop. Let's go. That was a good stop by the team. 2.6, not bad at all. Right. Second fastest pit stop. That's pretty good. Right. Lewis is actually keeping good pace with Sainz. I know it's not amazing, but it's okay if you do. Albon has unfortunately got Russell. Russell just needs to focus on bringing his tyres into the zone. They're very cold, he shouldn't focus too much on attacking. However, that being said, I am going to go for it probably now. Overtake, aggression high. Let's go, George. Come on. No, okay. Cool, right, what's Lewis doing then? Lewis is now kind of in a race of his own, if I'm honest. I mean, it's a flawed battle trying to catch this Alpine. This Alpine's been rapid all weekend. There's only one of them as well. Gasly's just languishing in the midfield. Ocon has just been rapid, but I'm going to start to save Lewis's fuel a little bit so that he can just manage for the time being. Because yes, Russell has now got ahead of Albon. Russell is not Lewis's fight today. I think we just need to let Lewis cook on his own race. Hopefully there'll be another safety car where Lewis can get a nice stop. But don't really know if that's going to happen. It's wishful thinking, but you never know. Right, Lewis is going to come around the corner and Alonso is going to be in the pits. Alonso is up to... So Hamilton's up to P7. And Alonso's come out 5 ahead of Russell. 4.8. He was clear of us, to be fair. So the undercut has actually helped Russell out a little bit, close the gap to Alonso. Sainz's undercut was very aggressive. Obviously his tyres are a lot more worn, so I think Sainz is going to be doing a second stop. Anyway, as the pit window rolls in, here we go. Perez, Stroll both pitting. We'll come out ahead of both apparently. That's pretty nice. Yeah, it's just about managing the pace now. Oh, this hasn't quite done the straw. Okay, I will cut to a new bit of action. Lewis still is in P8. Sainz has had to pit again, so Stroll has got really past him. Russell's just had no pace, and unfortunately Hamilton has qualified too low to keep up with the big boys' pace. So I'm going to have to stop pushing, unfortunately, for both of them, which is very annoying. However, Lewis is on the much quicker tyres. He's just going to probably blitz past. No, let's let Lewis push. George, sorry mate, your teammate's not the fight. Lewis is just quicker than you. Yeah, when he comes behind, just let him past. Yeah, we've been way quicker than Alpine in the course of the race. Ocon had a pit stop issue as well, so that obviously didn't help. But we have just not had the pace to keep up with anyone else today, unfortunately, and it's frustrating because I think at times we've shown we are as quick as some of the big boys, but unfortunately it's not to be. This race, I mean, if there is a crash ahead, which I don't think there will be, then that would be very nice, get us up a few positions. But obviously with these big upgrades coming in, we would have hoped to be fighting for 5th, 6th rather than 7th, 8th again. But, you know, it's tough things that happened in qualifying have affected us in the race, and just shows how important strapping together a good weekend as a whole is. We had the pace in practice with Leclerc and Verstappen. Obviously Russell didn't, but Russell done. And yeah, as we head on through the laps, I mean, Lewis has gained on Stroll, but it's not going to be enough. I mean, I've not pushed, I've just been watching the gap fall. It's just not been by enough for it to be worth it, basically. Go on, Lewis, try and get the fastest lap in, mate. As Leclerc and Verstappen enter the final lap of the race. Okay, Lewis is actually pushing now. Maybe I should have let him push, but his tyres would have fallen off. I mean, look at that. He's pushed for one lap and his tyres have gone down about 5% in one lap. It's not enough durability. But Lewis has recovered pretty well, had a pretty bad start.
So we have a checkered flag now.
As well.
P7. Well done.
There's a long way to go, but let's keep pushing, guys. I believe in it.
And Russell will campaign for P8.
So you've taken the checkered flag.
It's not really enough.
P8.
We would have hoped for a lot better.
Nice job.
From the upgrades that we had
Lando
coming into
Norris
this race.
currently on our screens.
You know, it's annoying, but we can't really complain. Russell just didn't have the pace. Hamilton ultimately was quicker, but just didn't have the starting position. Interestingly, Perez keeps hold of his championship lead. Charles Leclerc coming up the order as well now with his teammate Fernando Alonso dropping down, and I mean, good season. I mean, they want us to finish second in the constructors. I mean, I don't think we're going to do that. Ferrari are too far ahead. And Russell goes up a rating. But if you have enjoyed, then thank you very much. And looks like, actually, it's going to end. Driver development, yep, cool. Board conference check-in. Medium confidence in your leadership as team principal, yep, cool, thank you very much. So Spotlight and Alpha Romeo. Cool. Yeah, I mean, that's nice, that's cool. But looks like there's a regulations vote. So we're gonna do training schedule. We're gonna do pit stop errors. And we'll do it with a wheel gun. So that's the new way I'll train, because we had previously fatigue reduction, which is good. You don't want to push them too hard. We do have new side pods now. I actually think the new side pods are already on the car, if I'm honest. Yeah, side pods already on the car, but that's fine. Let me just get ahead to this regulations vote chassis as well as also on the car already. New regulations vote. Proposing minor technical regulations. So this is essentially just taking down the aero stuff. I mean, we're already sucking, but if we do enough research we could minimize the losses and then it would make the losses more, so I'm going to vote for the more. We might be able to catch up then. Requires response. Underfloor is delayed. I have to approve the deadline. It's annoying. So research period. They've majority have voted for. Oh, they voted for minimal. Ooh. I mean, no, it makes sense. I mean, a lot of the teams won't want all of their work done, but... And I'll do this off camera. Thank you for watching, and